All right. What is up, everybody? This is Coach Ricky Burke, and this is Friday, December 2nd. I'm currently a little over 48 hours post-op of a Laterjet shoulder reconstruction surgery. As you guys can kind of see here, I got me sling on still. This is actually the first day I left the house, so I kind of threw a long sleeve over like my one arm that I could. Shirt's a little big, so then I could just kind of pull this right over my arm, still be in a sling and not be too inappropriate. Was able to manage going to Starbucks and taking the doggy to the park today. No crazy pains when I'm staying still. Obviously a little bit of inflammation, so when I move there's some irritation, but comparatively speaking, with the, I guess, more stability I have now but more inflammation, I'm already feeling super duper confident in my recovery. My pain tolerance is usually pretty high. Granted, 2 almost 3 days coming off of the numbing agents and pretty much slowing down on the prescribed Percocet, Tylenol that they gave me. So feeling pretty good. From what they say, I'm not going to move around right now. I'm going to be in a sling for probably 4 to 6 weeks. After the first 7 to 9 days, I can start to take the sling off, shower, replace my bandage. They gave me a waterproof sling so I can actually move around. But if you guys aren't familiar with what the Laterjet procedure is, it's basically filling in space from, let's say this is my arm bone that sticks into my shoulder. I was missing about 30 to 40%. And they took a bone graft from the end of my clavicle, filled that in. They had to put in some sort of blocker, essentially, so that way I wouldn't bleed too much out from my neck. On top of that, I also had to do an IVIG plasma replacement therapy 2 days prior. I still technically wasn't all the way in the clear of what I was supposed to be, but we just mobbed it and we ended up good to go anyways. But yeah, that's kind of the whole reason I'm making these quick vlog videos, is because a lot of times all my research I did was just based off the surgeons or the office's perspective, and they didn't really do much of a follow-up on the Laterjet procedure or even the ITP. So I'm just trying to get as much information personally about myself and my case as I can. From an ITP standpoint, I don't have an exact reasoning. Usually it's an infection or cancer, leukemia. I've been about 3-4 years now with no specific diagnosis besides it being autoimmune. And then as for the bone loss, yeah, it's probably been about 5 or 6 years since the initial dislocation as well. And then, given working in a gym, surfing, doing martial arts and type stuff, the sublux and dislocations occurred. Man, I've probably say in the last 5 or 6 years, I've probably had 10 to 15, maybe upwards of 20 straight dislocations, and then 20 to 30 to maybe 35 subluxations. So probably right around 50 to 60 in the last 5 or 6 years. Yeah, maybe once a month I'll probably irritate it. But knock on wood, the surgery's gone really, really well so far. I'm not sure if HIPAA is going to allow me to say who did my surgery, but it was at Orthopedic Specialists of North County. There are multiple locations up here in North County, San Diego. But as for the booking the appointments, that was a nightmare. But, fast forward 12, 18 months down the road, I'm super happy with, where I'm at even 2-3 days post-op, because I definitely thought my recovery was going to be a lot worse. Granted, it still could be, knock on wood, but feeling pretty good. Just been on my pain meds the last 2 days straight. Obviously, they recommended every 4 to 6 hours, try to pop one. I've been doing about every 5 hours, give or take, only the first 2 days. And now I'm going to try to really only do one in the morning or one at night, kind of as needed. Don't really feel like it's totally necessary to be pumping myself with painkillers if I'm not in pain necessarily. So yeah, about a little over 48 hours post-op, I am weaning myself off of the pain meds. I've officially started to walk around, move around, kind of do some errands on my own. I know it's not recommended, but I did drive a block away just to kind of get to the park, stretch my legs out, safely, of course. But let's see, so far so good. This is kind of a 48-hour update. I'm gonna try to do these updates as much as I can. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of information from the subject point of view, whether it be the patient, whether it be ITP, or even the glenoid bone loss with the Laterjet reconstruction. So ask away if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any relative injuries comparatively speaking to mine, or if you're just curious as to what I'm going through. Drop a comment, hit me up, ask a question. I wish there was more information out when I initially did my research a couple years ago. More and more so, the digital age is shifting that way. But I definitely want to help out any way I can, because there's not a lot of information on this. Follow me on Instagram, Burke Does Work with 2Ks, because the first one got hacked. I am taking online clients at this point. I'm not taking any in-person as of right now, but I'm really excited to see my recovery post-op. It's just going to open up a whole bunch of opportunities and doors for me. And yeah, super excited. So ask away if you guys got questions, comments, concerns, emotional outbursts, and I'll see you guys in the next one.